Okay, that's Tears in the Rain by Joe Satriani. Really, really nice little piece. Really good for getting big chord stretches on the go. As you can tell, I struggle a bit because I have the world's shortest little finger. Hey! But I can still play it, and you can too. So it's all about trying to get the stretches and trying to get the chords nice. So I'm just going to run through with you now what all of the chords are. There are plenty of tabs around for this song on the internet. So go and seek out one of those. What I wanted to show you, and the reason for this video, is to make sure that you get the fingering right, because I've seen a few pretty weird variations on the fingering, whereas if you get the fingering right, it makes it a damn sight easier to play. Okay, so the first chord here is this big monster stretch one. Little finger, 7th fret, 4th string, 2nd finger, 5th fret, 3rd string, 1st finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string, but then it has to be up enough, your 1st finger has to be round enough to get that open E string at the top. Then it changes to what looks kind of like a D chord on the wrong set of strings. It's 3, 4, 3, open, and back down. Then the same shape slides up 3 frets. So that's now 6, 7, 6, nothing, and back to the first one. That's then repeated, and back. Now the next chord is this. This is 7, 9, 6, 8. Now one of the tricks here going to the next chord is to leave your 2nd finger stationary and just bar the other 3 with your 1st finger. And that's repeated. This point, 1st finger stays, 3rd finger and 4th finger come over to form like a kind of a C-shaped chord. It's an F major 7 really. Then 3rd finger comes down and 2nd finger goes on, so this chord is now 8, 6, 7, 5. And it's an A minor, which is 7, 7, 5, 5, the E7, which is 7, 6, 7, 5, then there's a little riff, which is 0, 2, 3, open E string, 4, 2nd fret A string or 5th string, finishes on the A. Now the next time round, instead of playing this big chord like this to start off with, he replaces this note, which is the note A, with the open A string. Then it's the same as before, and it finishes still with the big stretchy one. But then it's back again with the low A. Little D shape, up, back to the funny one. Then it goes into this, what I think is an absolutely beautiful chord, a D minor 9. Which is open D string, 9th fret, 6th fret, 8th fret. Plays that twice. Now you can see just as that I started to finish that, this finger's creeping over already to this kind of a C major 13. Now one of the tricks for this one is getting the fingers to move in order that they're needed. So from here you can see now 2nd finger goes down, then 3rd, then 4th, then 1st. So you get that. So they're just making it to it in order because it's a really hard chord just to jump straight out to. Then we go to a B minor 11, which is this 7, nothing on the A string, then 7, 7, 5. To this E7, which is open E string. Then this is on the D string, this is the 4th string, this is the 6th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret, to open A string with what's really a D minor chord, 7, 7, 6, to an A minor. Again, 3rd finger, that's on the 7th fret, 5, 5. Next section is the same again, D minor 9, C major 13. Then we go into this really cool little diminished trick. Now this chord is 11, 12, 10, 12. This is a flat diminished. chord pattern's slightly different this time. Instead of going all the way up and all the way back, he just goes up, plays the first note of that coming down. Moves it down 3 frets, down another 3 frets, down another 3 frets, then into this other diminished shape, which is 4th fret, nothing on the A string, then 3rd, 4th, 3rd. So this is F, so 1st fret 6th string, nothing on the D, you don't play a note on the A string, open D string, 1st fret on the 3rd string, then open again. Then it's an A minor with an E bass, so it's just a regular A minor chord, but you play an E bass note, then to a regular E chord, but you pluck the same string, so you're just plucking really. Finish it off, we move up to an A minor chord, and there's a little sequence that we do with the right hand where we pluck the strings 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. Then the whole hand move, the right hand moves over, and again, making sure that you keep the 3rd finger down there, and then you reach over with your right hand and tap the A note. I hope you've got that down and you've sorted out the fingering. I haven't gone through the right hand fingering with you because it should be pretty straightforward. You should be able to use your ears and a bit of tab to figure out what the notes are that you should play. The one thing that I'll mention to you that is also quite important is to try and let the music breathe a little bit. Don't worry about trying to play it exactly at the same tempo all of the way through. The thing is when you're playing somebody else's music is to try and let you express yourself through the music of someone else. The best medium for doing that, particularly in classical music, which I studied for quite a while, is by changing the speed and by changing the dynamic or the volume. Now those two things normally happen together, so when you slow down you play it a little bit softer, and as you speed up you play it a little bit harder. You can hear that just in the intro if I play that very first part. You can use that kind of dynamic in order to kind of breathe a little bit of life into it, and you can also use it to help you get around your chord changes where it gets a bit tricky. Like that very first one, the first change from here, I always slow down because I know I've got to get to that horrible chord change. So it's almost it's a musical tool that helps the music sound nicer and sweeter and more emotive, but as well you can use it to get through some difficult chord changes. And a lot of the classical musicians do that with a lot of Bach and stuff where there's really, really seriously horrible chord changes, and you can use that as a technique to get you through. Okay, have a bit of fun. Most excellent work there by Mr. Satriani, one of the greatest of those shred rock guys, a true maestro. Okay, have fun and I'll see you soon. Bye.